Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for another great evening of fun. Just finishing opening up everything else. This button. Yes, sweet. All right. Kicking goals. That screen there. Beautiful. Good evening. Who we got? Dennis. We got Terry. We got Night Cow. Leo. RUGC. I am not Grand Champion. I am Black 3. You know those double row little wings reminding me of some fancy sword design. What? Can't drink. Awesome. Going to work normally tomorrow. Normally it should be past. It's just past 1:10, so plenty of rest. Perfect. So, this is what we're creating. First up, so this is in episode 3, I think. We go and append. In episode 3, we need to have... Where's my ship? D drive, studio, spaceships, hero blend, collection, main hero ship. Beautiful. So in episode 3 of the web series, we have to have some... ChatGPT said not to call them gypsies. We're having gypsies, pretty much. Birds here, one aspiring artist, Spooky's here, Vertex Bird. Oh my goodness, the usual crowd is all coming in. So just going back. So in episode 3, episode 4, we've got space gypsies. And the ship needs to be able to have this ship inside it. So that's going to be kind of like the scale. Funny enough, though, the amount of people that we're probably going to have... Oh, actually, it doesn't really matter because you will see probably the top 6, 7 people. That's okay. So that's why we're going for something larger. Yeah, I'd say that's about scale-ish. So that's what we're kind of working with. So, as always, the very first thing we do... What? Oh, fake biases. I was like, fat chicks? What? No. Fact check. Oh, gosh. So, the idea is, let's just go V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. This is going to be a fun evening. Okay, let's go clipping. So the idea, yeah, we're just going to pull it out to roughly the size we want. I don't think we're going to fully utilize this design. I did want the hangar bay doors at the front. Don't know. I'm listening while I rig and animate to put in my character. I recommend jumping over to using AccuRig and using that. It's a free tool that'll kind of quickly rig your character by re-illusion. So, we're going with something decent. It's got to have a bit of meat. So, someone actually did ask me to build something large, which is, great. But now we're, just going to kind of layer it. I really liked how... separate thing. I liked how the warehouse came out. So I'm going to continue probably building that as well a little bit later on. Probably not tonight, but also that house. And also for those of you who've been around for a while, if you haven't, like and subscribe, there is a street that I built. It's kind of like an underground street. So that's probably going to get reused into episode 5, which is great. Let's go Shift D, E to extrude, Control L, P, separate by selection. And so we will bring this down like so. Let's move it in. So we are just in the blocking phase at the moment. Let's just kind of, gather our resources on that one. And then we'll have something like that. Wings will pop out. I think this is still a little bit too big. So if we have a look at our ship, yeah, it just seems too big. Maybe if we do that, let's make sure we apply the scale. Just want to try and really block out that shape. Changing gypsies to anything else ruins the famous Can tell you your third that only the start of the stream. What? Okay. It's a strange monster design. Yep. That does, yeah, still look into it. You'll probably save quite a bit of time. I like that. I like this. Bigger thing is how's it going to get in there? Do we go with the big hangar doors, or do we do a Star Destroyer style? But then the Star Destroyer kind of goes up. I mean, the ship has to go from like underneath and up. I mean, we could go like the top of it opens and then it kind of like closes in. Maybe. I think that might work. Spaceships are best when really big. I know, but I know. Maybe that is the case. Maybe we do go. Maybe we do that. 3. There we go. We go nice and wide. This top here bit becomes kind of like our main landing pad. Then at the back here is all the compartments and so on and so forth. So I'm still trying to think of the story of all the pieces. So the front end is, yeah, the hangar bay. This is where all the people are chillaxing. And then that means P separate by selection. This justifies the bridge almost being up high. GY. That's too big, isn't it? Yeah, it's way too big. So, I mean, we could go kind of like Star Destroyer style. Let's bring in a character just so we've got that kind of scale. So import there, temp, character testing. Good old Kevin. How you doing, mate? Oh, no, that's fine. Post a creature on Discord. Do I even have Discord open? I don't know. Let's check that out. Ah, Tesseract. Oh, I've got to talk to you about that. There. Oh, jeez. What the heck? So this is what one inspiring artist is working on. Okay, you have fun with that one. Where am I? Here I am. Okay, let's grab... let's come down into here. Right-click, select hierarchy. Move new collection to character. Character. There we go. Well done. Good spelling, Marco. And then from here, we select good old Kevin. Oh, jeez. And then so Kevin's going to be kind of like here-ish. I reckon probably about here. And then that way, let's massage this around. So if we bring, I think if we bring this forward, grab these and we push these back. Maybe we bring these down. And then we can extend these back. Then we kind of have that, which is good. We can mull it over a bit. Nice. Obviously, you know, still in the blocking phase. Made like 50 weapons in the last 3 days. Nice. Do you mostly use kitbashing for the small details? I will try and avoid doing a bit of a kitbashing set on this one. But normally, like I've got my giant kitbashing set that I've been using, which is all these pieces. Nope. Which is all these pieces here. And the reason why I use these, because they're already all textured and everything, so I can just like... It's for a zombie thing that mutates. Nice. So, but I will try and not do it for this one, just because then I can actually pull out those models and then add it to that kitbashing set, just to make it even bigger. Okay, I like this. Let's grab this face. Shift D. I'm going to scale that. P, separate by selection. And then from here, we could maybe something like that and scale that down. I think that looks like a good shape. So if we look at it from this end, does it have a nice silhouette? Not bad. From the top, I think that does. And I think once we put some cylinders at the back for the engines, and that looks nice there as well. I downloaded free ones and it feels like cheating. Well, let's talk about this. Building a Skyrim level, no, the Oblivion level. Think about building Oblivion. That is just a modular set that a whole bunch of artists have created, and then level designers come in, blah, 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 blah. Same as the Fallout sets, so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure that when they're building Star Wars models now, yes, predominantly most of it will be their like a unique design, but they will probably pull in a whole bunch of pieces as well. The question is, and I understand what you're saying, is it cheating because you didn't make it? That is the exact same thing about me using characters from Character Creator 3. I have no intentions of learning characters design. I just want to use the characters. And once you kind of get over that mindset, I could spend 100, 150 hours building a character, or I spend 10 minutes building a character, and then I can move on to the next bit. Nah, I still disagree with that, Pyramid. I still disagree with that. I still think that, I disagree. Because like at the end of the day, using, if you want to do fluid simulation, using Flip Fluid add-on, you can't do that native in Blender. So yeah, it's something that it took me a bit to overcome. But let's put it this way. If you're going for a job, and you're going up against someone who uses kitbashing sets. Did I just delete everything? Who uses kitbashing sets, and you're not, they're going to be able to produce a lot more content faster. And so now you need to compete on how do you price a job? I'm going to make everything from scratch, where they might just buy something, use it, in a tenth of the time, but now that they've bought it, if they go up for another job, they've already got those assets to reuse. So that's kind of businessy thinking about it. So if you put yourself from that perspective, and I mean, YouTube videos, you'll see a lot of videos that are just using other people's content. There's good cheating and bad cheating. Yes, I agree with that statement. Downloading other people's content and claiming it to be yours, that's a big cheating. I don't know if I want cylinders. I do like this shape though. But do I want cylinders? That'll look sick. Beautiful. Let's go with that. And maybe let's put just so this moves forward a smidgen. And then we might just move it over a smidgen. How's this going to work? Okay, if I go GG, and we, come on, we pull it like so. This is now predominantly like that. I reckon once we maybe chop it up, once we come in and chop it up, so for instance, if I were to grab this, I want this to be, oh jeez, you have license, it's yours, correct. Like full stealing and not changing, bad cheat, yep. However, unfortunately, people still do that, which are a bunch of jerk holes. Put propellers on instead of cylinders. What? No. Remember the set of engines? Yes, I do remember the set of engines that you made. Yes. And then that's all available on that. And so that was one inspiring artist did a little bit of freelance work for me back in the day. How far does it go? A program is not real unless they're writing software from scratch with machine code. So that is a really good one. So I wrote a Blender add-on that I put up on Patreon, didn't sell it, but I used ChatGPT to create that add-on. Is it cheating? I don't know how to program. But now we're at that age of people are using ChatGPT, and if you think it's cheating, then you're going to be left behind because ChatGPT now is an amazing tool. Have you used Blender? Yes, Random Flow. I don't think I've got it installed. But yeah, this is where it's kind of like, it's all getting a bit yuck with all AI stuff. Stinking AI. But it's good AI. Because I'm doing some fun stuff. Since we're spaceships, Cold Infinite Warrior is one of the greatest. I'll have to check that one out. Use that as assistant. Fine. Yep. So I'm finding that using AI as a what do they call it? With pseudocode. So I'm telling it what it needs to do. I'm getting some good results. But yeah. But then, if people think that's cheating, well then if you're using GitHub, is that cheating? Because everyone's putting up software, code up there. So it's just a yuck line is what it is. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Come on, solidify. We want to now solidify this edge. But yeah, let me know your thoughts around that one. ChatGPT needs a prompter. You give it so much, there's drawbacks. Exactly. So now it's like learning a new tool. I know someone in the Canberra animators group got angry at me because I was using motion capture. And then it came down to, well, he's drawing his art on desktop and then using Onion. Well, technically, do it on pen and paper. Like, where does that line? That was an interesting conversation. Okay, solidify. Add modifiers. Generate. Let's go into subsurf. Actually, that's not bad. And then, can I flip this? If I do this, mirror, solidify. No, solidify, come down. Then Control A, apply scale. Let's make this a bit thicker. 0.1. Mocap is a tool. Yes, it is. And so that now becomes like a time thing. If I can now pull out an animation in 5 minutes where it's going to take me 4 or 5 hours to do it manually, does the industry become a pay-to-win scheme? Ah. Anyway. Anyway. I like this. I think that looks great. That looks familiar, though. I don't know what it looks like. That seems familiar. I am going to do it on the same thing over here. Let's go into a subdivision surf. Oh. I do want to keep that, though. Oops. I do like that. That looks great. The faces below are selected the line should be inset it back and put in the panels and stuff. Yeah. That's all later. We're still kind of like blocking. Still blocking. Interesting discussion in the middle of the spaceship. Yes. And these are all some of the questions that I need to apply at my day job, which is fun. Okay, I like this. I like that there, but I mean, this looks like more of a landing strip through here for smaller ships. Maybe. No. I think what we might do is some hangar boards and hangar boards. Content quicker. Correct. I believe. Yes, we get content faster. Unfortunately, it's becoming more rubbish. So, old Disney man used to rotoscoping all the time in the classics. No one complained because the results were good. Correct. So, how's it going, man? We'll be going live today. Hi, I'm King of the Beards. I know, right? I'm turning old though. It's going grey, far round, Brussels sprout. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so I'm liking this. Do we connect it there? Maybe let's see what happens. Nah. Undo. Generate, we'll do subdivision surface in there as well. Let's get rid of that back face like so. And then something like that. Let's go E to extrude. Jamie, it was great to see you today. I do have to say that. Sorry that I didn't have a chance to talk. I did actually. Apparently, you can select all this stuff like so. And then there is an option to come up the top here. Item, crease. Here we go. Mean crease. And then we can change the crease level. Nah, I don't like that. Let's undo that. I just don't like these. You know what? I think might come back to this bit. Like this flow. Let's cover this inside bit. This ship here. Crud. Where is it? Main hero ship. Right click. Select objects. Hey. Oh. Nope. Into collection. Select higher, select objects, and then this here will need to land, I reckon, about here. Then all of that on the inside will open up. So we're going to have nice big get stuff doors on the top here. Control E. Yes. Always forget about that. So we're going to have that. I think that the hero ship here, selected objects, G to the Y, we'll push it back a bit so it's more in the center. And then I like this. I'm going to apply that. So now we've got this. I'm going to delete edge loop. Then let's come into something like this. Control B. Let's grab these. Control B. GG. And then that'll kind of like open up a few spots in there. And then, I mean, we could almost... We could almost bridge... Maybe that's what we should have done. If I grab that, E to extrude along the Z axis, then we grab this, E to extrude, Alt S, and then we've got something like that. It's not bad. Delete faces, delete edge loop. That means now we can start throwing in some other things there. Wouldn't hard ops be a good option? So's grid modeler, so's machine tools. The problem is hard ops, and I've said this before, hard ops was created by Master Xeon here, and kind of looks like a whale. Yes, it does. And that's what I was going for, because I was thinking of Jonah and the whale, because the idea is the ship gets swallowed, and initially the cargo bay doors were going to be here, but then once we started talking through it, I'm like, no, it'd look cooler if it was opened up from above and then it comes in. Inspired by animals. Yep, completely agree. Shivam, welcome to the stream. But yes, I got all the add-ons. I've never been able to really get too deep into hard ops. That's just because it's, Master Xeon's like workflow, and he built it from the scratch up. It was one of the first add-ons I ever bought, but it just couldn't get into that puppy. I like this. This is great. If I do auto smooth, I feel like this maybe needs to be more pointy. Make it pointy. Pointy on top. Okay, come on, back to solid mode. Let's go like that. Deselect. O for proportional editing. I feel that almost this should be flattened out, especially this front section. Let's flatten this out. Oops, whoop. O, scale Z 0. And we'll bring this out. Let's grab those. O, G, Y. Yeah, now it looks more like a whale. Design looks good above. Design does look good above average. Yes, thank you. Well, don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to map out all the assets that I need to create. Also, using Pattern makes content harder to follow along. Yeah, and I'll try and mention that I'm using an add-on for whatever reasons, and I'll link it if I need to. Just did the Blender Bros hard ops and courses. You'll be an expert. I think I have them. I don't know. But even then, it's kind of like breaking the whole workflow. Funny enough, though, we'll just talk about in YouTube standards. Anyway, my live streams get more views than my videos, which is a little bit disheartening. So I think I'm just going to start live streaming more. I think that's going to be more beneficial. This is great. This is great. This is great. Somehow we need to join this and this. I think what we might do, let's do a Shift A, add in a cube. And then we're going to go G, Y, press O for proportional editing. And then what I'm thinking is that we might just do, something like this is like that. Just so that the top half of the ship looks different to the bottom half. Did I get that edge? Nope. Let's go into add modifier, mirror modifier. We'll select that. V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. It's funny because me booleans because of Blender Bros. Yes. But their stuff is pretty good. Can't think of the names. What are their names? Dillo. Oh, fuck. I can't think of his name now. What are their names? Today I went fishing and used licorice for bait. I caught all sorts. Nice. My favorite one at the moment is What's worse than raining cats and dogs? Hailing taxis. That's my go-to one at the moment. Josh, that's it. Hello, I'm Raul. I'm from Blender Bloss. That's right. Oh, I'm going to get shot one day. Yo, what is up, guys? All right, fellas. Hey. Oh, gosh. Anyway, that's... Stephen Scott, I haven't seen him for ages. Hopefully he's okay. It's not bad. Like, it's just the problem is is the scale here now. Okay, let's go generate, solidify, subdivision surface. It's not a tumor, but that kind of works out well. Whoops. I wonder if we did something like that, and then as we kind of join that in, we'll look at a slim model to separate. Yeah, and that's kind of like the idea that I was thinking with that one. And then the idea as well. So, for instance, if I reckon if we do this, like this section, no, actually, let's do this. Shift D, move, new collection, and this is going to be our junk. And then what I do is just disable junk. Whoop, wrong one. So we don't see it, and it's just hidden, and it's put away. And then that way, if I need to bring it back, I can. So with that, we now have these cargo doors that would open. Oh, I should have done that before I did that. Let's go Control Z, bring it all back. Junk. So we need to do I to do an inset first. Let's get rid of these pieces here. Delete faces. G to the X, close that in. And then that way, when we go ahead and grab all this, now I can do P separate by selection, but then we can also do E Alt S, and that should push it down. So now there's a bit of a border here. And then obviously once we come in and we put like the smallest little bevel modifier on there, and then we select this one, put a bevel modifier on there, now we can see where that space is. Is that a little bit too big? Yes. Poopy caca. But maybe what we'll do there is each individual section comes down. How long have I been using Blender for? Well, this channel is 9 years old in August. I first touched Blender in 2001 and then didn't do it again. My son is 12. Yeah, probably about 12, 13 years. First astronauts, I can't find any milk for my coffee. Second astronaut, in space, no one can hear you, you scream. If you put the middle down beneath the front, it'll look like a Star Trek thing. Yep. No. I get so angry trying to recall how to transcribe the numbers. So 51, 6, 500. I'm livid. Nice. Great. I have to steal that. Copy. Where's my notepad of jokes? Control V. Did you ever try 3ds Max? I touched it once and went, this is the worst. Not gonna lie. It was disgusting. I was not a fan. Let's undo clipping. Can I just pull you apart ever so slightly? So that'll be kind of like the big get stuffed hanger doors. And then I think what we might do is have some smaller hanger doors in here. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. we still have to remember that this character here, Kevin, where's Kevin? Come back, buddy. This is our character here. So that's our character scale. And so that is going to be the bridge. That is going to be the ship. Oh, that's right. We've got a junk piece. That's fine. Actually, let's do that. So I'm going to go. No. We won't even worry about that now. I'll bring it in later. Just couldn't get along with it. Nah. Look at Star Wars Meditator. The rear should be in proportion or larger than the front. I know the one you're talking about. You reckon? So that's why I was thinking about having these wing space. But I think you're right. And because you are spooky, I will listen to you. Let's pull it out further. And then, maybe then we go GX. And then we grab this section. I just don't believe. Maybe the front section can be smooth. And then this outside, yeah, maybe that'll be a little bit better. We can come back to that. Yeah, let's go without the subsurf for now. And then we'll get rid of that subsurf. I mean, we're still freaking blocking it. It's been, what, half an hour? Yep, half an hour. 40 minutes. Lovely. Just started 7 months ago? No, best time to start. So bloated, don't even... Yep. Do you think AI will do this in 5 years? But in a few seconds. You want to see how it's going to do it in a couple of seconds? Where are we? I got to go here. AI models. Comfy UI portal. Comfy UI portal. NVIDIA GPU. Is it going to stuff up my stream? I don't know. Let's just give it a sec. This is going to take a little bit. But it'll probably run in the background, and yeah, hopefully it doesn't kill my stream. Where's Streamlab, OBS, Twitch, multi-stream, whatevs. Come on! Alright, fellas. Alright, fellas. Come on, you can do it. I wonder why it's so slow. Oh, no! Oh, wait, no! That's right, this all broke. Ah, poopy caca. Moto is another one. I tried to load it up. Yeah, no one will ever buy it if AI will be... So, this... Whoa, someone just joined. Who was that? Just Scifi. Welcome to the stream. So, dang it, this is all broken. I did have it working. Whatevs. Check missing. Anyway, I did have AI working at one point, and I will show you what are some of the things that it was pulling out. Comfy UI. Where is it? D. No, C. Nope. Data documents. Comfy UI. Output. Mesh. That's not right. But anyway, let's do it. File. Import gleb. Where's gleb? Do that one. I don't think this one's right. 16th of May. Oh, maybe it is. Ah. Aha! So, this is the vending machine it was creating. It wasn't creating textures, though. That is based off this image here. Oops, bring it back. So you can kind of see how, just kind of like testing the process to see what it's like. Jeez, another person came. Who's this? Seiko Gaming, welcome to the stream. It's not too bad. Obviously, the mesh is pretty dense. This was more using almost like square voxels in a way. Yeah, voxels, I think. Shade smooth. It is getting there. But yeah, it's still kind of good to play around and to understand how it all works. Doing something massive like this, it was not happy. Okay, Marco, come on, focus, build this thing. Let's go. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if I like the cylinder engines. I mean, we could go down kind of like the Star Destroyer route. Something like that. And then we can, bring it down. E to extrude. With that, could do a Control B. Nice and simple. And then we go ahead and create 2 new materials. And this is going to be engine light. It's not how you spell light, but anyway, good try. Emission. Let's go into the blue. And then we go like 40 into cycles. GPU 32. 128. Marco, you have to click like Control L and assign. And then we can have kind of like big get stuffed engines like that. I don't know, but I like some other engines that I have. My messy AI will not cause hinder to stream. Just like under 6 views. I know, right? Hang on, how many we got? How many likes? If we can get up, let's go 60 likes. Another 22 likes. Let's give away another one of those massive Kitbashing set that I have. Let's bring it up because I always forget to do stuff. Am I not logged in? No. Dashboard. Ah, yuck. They've changed everything again. So, if we can get up to, yeah, we'll go 60 this time. Let's go 60 on the massive Kitbashing set. Let me just get it for you guys. Just so I can show you what I'm talking about as we slowly get there. Come on. Come on, Gumroad. You can do this. Let's go. Let's go. And then we go Control V. Copy. Let me just make sure that's the right link. Yes. Awesome. There we go. Let's get up to 60 likes, and we'll give away like 10 copies of them. Okay. I like that. The panels are looking great. Once we start adding in all those panels, it's going to look nice. And I think what we might even do is, like we've got here, let's just chop off the front and then make it a little bit more harsher, I guess. So let's go something like this. And then we'll do a delete face. Let's go F, 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 F. I mean, we could even put some bay doors here, maybe. But I'm feeling something like this. Delete faces. GZ. Grab that. Delete faces. GX. Scale Y0. And then this is kind of like where maybe, oh yeah. Let's go into a cube. What are we on? 49 likes. We've got a bit of work to do. And then we can do, maybe we can keep those hangar bay doors in here as well. And then we go something like that. E to extrude. Just playing around with ideas and shapes at the moment. E to extrude. Scale Z0. I think that looks great. That looks not too bad there. With this piece as well here, we could probably do E to extrude. Wait. Clipping's on. Cool. Let's go E to extrude. And then that'll kind of give us a nice edge through there. I think that works out well. Maybe we could... Actually, let's get rid of the mirror modifier Z there. And then we could maybe even come down. And what I was thinking, well, what if we had maybe like a big get stuff spine that goes all the way down and around the ship? So we've got something like that. Control LP, separate by selection. Let's grab this and we're going to go Alt S. And then obviously we can come in and flare it out at a few points. Yeah, maybe like something like this. Let's go scale along the x-axis as well. And then that can kind of come back. Nice. Oh, who's just joined once again? Hero, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hang on. Like and share the screen. Yeah, screen. A jet flame look. I don't think I'm going to give it a jet flame look because we have to remember this is the scale. So the scale is, this is the other ship that we were working on. And then this up here is a person. So as you can see, we're going for a nice large ship. We need to check the spatial designer. Has he ever seen combat? Probably not. Ardirium, welcome to the stream. Messy AI has good topology. It's actually scary. Yeah. How about you set up comp to make a... We did that a while back. I really probably should. That's actually not a bad idea. And do something like Clint used to do back in the day. Well, he still does, probably. Maybe. Kevin has a name. Who's Kevin? Oh, Kevin. This guy. Yeah, he's kind of like one of the default characters from Character Creator. So, okay. I like that. I do like a little bit of hard surface around the front. And then this is where we would do some more modeling around it to break it up. We could as well just attach some paneling as well. Just kind of blend that in a little bit. Let's go GZ. Just give it a bit more extra clearance through there. GG. Nice. I like that. I'm just... Not feeling this. I feel this bit under here. This makes sense. This, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the problem there. Maybe we need to... Ooh, what the... Hey. Ah, I know why that's there. Yeah. And then we'll grab that, scale X. I don't know what I'm missing here. How about a blender versus other molluscums? Yuck. Ew. Brother, ew, what's that? we don't talk to those other people. They're the weird ones. There was a really good video on Space Doc about giving ship designs like Dreadnoughts and such. Can you find me that video, if possible? Because I do, like, I've been trying to do research on ideas and so on and so forth. Like that building that I created, that was heavily designed by Can't remember the guy, but when I make the time lapse, I will be definitely shouting that dude out. What's with this? See, they've got that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Okay, let's try that. Just like a Star Destroyer, Control I, delete faces. Maybe what we need to do is give it something like that. And then we can come down here, bring it down. That way these engines over here can move over. And then we can pull that all the way down. Might be a little bit better. Holy, wish I had the patience to create a ship with that much detail. Yeah, one can dream. Patrick Stout, there he is. I was wondering where you were. So maybe this is what we're missing. Let's go scale Z0. And then from here, if we pull it in, we have that. Okay, that is too low. But then maybe what we can do is with this piece here that we brought out before, we bring it up. And then we can, bring it something like that. And we'll clean all that up later. I think that is a bit better. That's looking a little bit cleaner. We can put in something through there. Maybe we do lift that. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm not going to lie. I could go a chicken burger right about now. You can fake details with displacement. Completely agree. One of the peeps who I absolutely love and I hope to never meet because he is so infuriating is Hanzo. Nope. Wrong way. Star Destroyer is this guy. Is it you? Yep. Like the details on this, like, look at that. Gorgeous. Hate this guy so much. Ah. Zingers only. No. Original fillet. All the way. Yeah, love Hanzo. Hasiano? Ansel? Yeah, love this stuff. 3ds Max though. Yeah. So, yeah, I hate that guy so much. You can do that in your sleep. I am sleeping. But we're still trying to get this design mapped out. I like that. And then this is where we can probably come in. Oops, clipping. Oh, darn it. Dang it, Bobby. Let's just quickly grab that. I just got to clean up my mess. Delete faces. And then we're going to come into here, Shift D, scale. G to the Y. And then this is where we can, let's go separate that. And this would be maybe the main console, bridge. And we can see that it doesn't need to be as high, because this is where he will be standing, probably something like that. It's all he needs. I think that'll work out well. And then it's almost like we could do something like this. GY, E to extrude. And then this is kind of like the elevator down. How are we looking like that now? Looking a little bit better. I think Spooky is very much right, as per usual, that it needs to come out fatter. It needs to be fat. Fully sick fat. Look, oh my goodness, bro, fat. Oh gosh, I don't know what you typed in. Just a matter of patience. You know what's better than anime? Exploding cars in Rocket League. I know. So go check out Gaming in the Can on Instagram and YouTube, please. Burning. Oh, so I was reading a blog post from Ansel, and he was saying that he uses a lot of like linking. So it's all like, you know how you can do Shift D to duplicate. It's a lot of Alt D, so it's not as heavy. Remember to like and share the stream, folks. Correct. We're at 53 likes. If we can get up to 60, we will give away that massive Kitbashing set pack. Let's go probably about like 10 copies. Thank you for reminding me. Mang, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't say hi before. Needs a rest apparently. Last time I tried making a super detailed model like that on PC went boop. Yes. Okay, I like this. I like this. Alt D. Yep. Instancing. Instancing. Thank you is the word. Okay, so I like that. I like that. This shape is starting to grow on me a little bit more. I think, though, needs to have kind of maybe like a harsher line. Ooh, if I can get that going. Can I get that going? Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's go with that. Beautiful. That's a nice boulder. Let's go GZ. Fatten that out. Okay. That's looking better. All right. I'm a lot happy with that now. Just trying to think. Do we have a material? If we can get 100 likes, then Uber the 100. If he can get 100 likes, I will Uber the 100th like chicken burgers. Chicken burgers, I'll make sure I'm the 100th like. So to me, this is much better. Let's go with some bevels through there. And then let's add just a small little bevel in there. That's good. Going to keep that as is. Technically here we should have a bevel. If I just throw a bevel on there like so, and then let's just beef that puppy up. Nice, that's coming together quite nice. Let's go into a bevel on here, and then we'll bump that puppy up. Let's go Control B here. And we'll do the same on here. That is, hang on, why is that being a Jerkosaurus? Oh no. No. Let's bring that back in. There we go. That's a bit better. Nice. Much better. Much better. Yarr! Yarr! Undo. There we go. All right, let's clean this up. So you need to move in. Just kind of make that a little bit better. Yeah. This needs to move in. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just so it's kind of lines that up a little bit better. And that lines up nicely. That's good enough. Let's have a look here. So I'm just trying to get a little bit better topology. Nice. And then that way when we come in, Control V these guys. Shade smooth. Much better. All right. What I will do though, is I do want this edge here, right click, mark, sharp. Maybe we clear that sharp. Let's put an edge loop through here. E to extrude, Alt S, bring it in. Okay, we'll come back and add that in later on. Just because technically we're still blocking. It's been an hour. By the way, you're going to find it funny. I checked on my Reloge account and realized I had bought iClone back in 2014. 2014. iClone like 1, 2 might work. Interesting. Sick. Okay. Overall, I'm now pretty happy with this. Mirror modifier now, we need to fix this up. So I'm actually going to remove the Z one. Okay. Bring back our junk one back into here. We're going to get rid of the Z axis. Let's go Shift S, actually scale Z -1. So now we have, no. Oh, it's fairly lined up. Oh no, because we flattened it out, didn't we? Well, you know what? Let's leave that as is. Let's maybe grab this. O for proportional editing, and we'll just move it forward. And now we have that. Question is, now we're going to have to close this whole section in. So I'm going to grab both of these, and I'm just going to grab merge by distance. Someone just joined. Let me just check in a sec. GG. Yeah. Shift D, M, move to junk. Just so we got backups of them. Raid. Who raided? Do we have a raid? Welcome to the new peeps. Yes. Sorry, I forgot to check that. Oh, over on Twitch we got a raid. Did we? Holy crud. Hi. I can't see my live stream. And they're all gone. I know, it's still there. So, welcome. Why can I not see my Twitch stream? Let me click on home. Click on that. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now I can see myself. Yep, on Twitch. So we got 37 people that came through. I've only got 3 people now. Everyone left. Lovely. Keyframe intervals are too high. What are you talking about, you drunk? 30 people. Cool. So for those of you who just joined, we are making a bit of a dreadnought for an animated web series we're working on. Some of the previous stuff. Oh my goodness, people are coming in left, right, and center. Mark Martinez, welcome to the stream as well. This is all part of an animated web series we're working on. So just building up this capital ship just to show scale. So this is one of the ships that we've been working on previously. Stuff that up, that's fine. Quincy, welcome. I didn't left. It's right here. And then over here we have welcome Enzizer. This is the scale of the bridge. So we can see our person, and then this is the overall size of this ship. Seems shorter than the reference? Yes. I don't need it to be the same size as the reference, because I figure the reference ship has like a crew of like 50, 60 people or something. Where with this one, I'm going for like a dozen and a half. Jeez. Mr. Grumblepants, Just Zetify, Sophie, welcome. Hi, Joe Sophie, you're on YouTube as well. Grumblepants. Oh my goodness, people are coming in left, right, and center. Lovely jubblies. I'm Quincy, yes. Kevin, that's right. Kevin's our character. So now we're going to start adding in all the other details. So the way I'm going to be doing the paneling, so if I duplicate that, I'm going to make the solidify modifier 0.25. We'll go a little bit thicker. Actually, maybe, and we'll go 0. So it really does come out. We can control numpad plus, increase our selection, and I'm going to delete that piece. Did I delete it? Nope. Control L, delete vertices. And then, where'd everyone come from over there? From Twitch. Who dumped you into my place? So I can go tell them a big thank you. Dark Bison Studios, welcome. So technically I could probably use random flow on this thing as well. Dante tries his best, welcome. Technically, yeah, I could... Gaming in the can, like and share, hit that. 60 likes. All right, let's go ahead and give away... I'm going to go 5 copies over on YouTube. 10 copies on YouTube, 10 copies on Twitch. So this is what I'm talking about. So just give me a moment so I can set it up. And this is the giant Kitbashing set, one of my products. So we go into products. You guys have stuffed me up because you've done so well. And we're going to go into there. Nope, wrong button, Marco. Good try, though. Thank you. Well, we have to go checkout, new discount. That's the code. And we'll go, what's the date today? 25/05, 2025. Product will be 480 plus pieces. Kitbashing set. There it is. Percentage is 100% off. Limited quantity is 10. 480. 100% off. Limited 10 quality. Add discount. Copy that. Then we come over here and there's still more people coming, which is absolutely awesome. We do this and then we do this and then we select that. Okay, so the first one will dump over on YouTube. Control V, enter. I hope that's right. Let me just check. 100% off. 100% off on that one. And now we're going to do one for Twitch people, because you Twitch people have come out of nowhere and I'm very grateful for you people. So that is from the guys who I bought the computer from. This wonderful computer called Aftershock. 22. They're an Australian company, so tell them I sent you if you decide to buy a computer, because, yeah, even though it's not going to help me right now. Add discount. Whoa, go back. Edit. Limited quantity is 10. Save changes. Copy this link. And we'll do the exact same thing I've just done. Control V. Make sure that if I press enter here, 100% off. Here we go, Twitch peeps. Coming your way. There we go. Go check that out. By the way, Marco's logo is a little chibi anime pic of Mark. Jeez. So there we go. 20 copies. Technically, because I sell that Kitbashing set for $50, I just gave away $1,000 worth of stuff. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. It's kind of funny because, like, when people go, "Oh, this course is so much off discount," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you set the price." So it doesn't really work like that. Anyway, whoops. O G Z. If you know what I'm saying. Control L. What? Crud on a stick. Okay, let's undo that movement. And we're going to grab this, thus, and thus. And let's go P separate by selection. And then that way, I'm just going to work on that. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my panels. And I probably should be using random flow, but I won't just yet. But we'll come in and we're going to select just a few panels. Control B, 0.1. Control B 0.05, delete faces. Control B 0.05, delete faces. And then we're going to kind of just go through all this. Control B 0.05, delete faces. And slowly move around, delete faces. And then you can kind of see how that starts splitting up. So as we're kind of splitting all this up, oh my goodness, the people are coming. This is great. Super Gank Snake. Welcome. Hail, welcome. Oh my goodness, people are coming in. This is great. If you haven't subscribed already, hey, subscribe. Let me try and help me get that 100,000 thing. Dante, welcome. I guess you're from Twitch and you've come over to YouTube as well. Perfect. Dark Bison. Beautiful. Everyone's coming in. I like this. So as we're going through and creating these panels, Control B 0.05. So we've created some larger panels, but then what we can do as well is if I say, for instance, start selecting a few random panels. Well, actually, we can do make sure I selected the right one. Shift D. And then we can increase the distance on this one. So let's go 0.8. Tab into edit mode. Did I do the right one? Then we can start coming in and I can go invert my selection, delete faces. And so now we're starting to add in other faces in here. Delete face. Let's go something like that. Let's put an edge loop through here. Like so. We can clear that, delete faces. And we can just go kind of more granular. And then this is what's going to give us all those little bits of extra details. So I think that is way too big, dude. Let's get rid of the bevels on this one. Let's come in like so, delete faces. Let's do my favorite thingamabob. So what we do is we select that, Control B. Oh, okay, so this is probably going to fail. Let's bring that and that. Control B. And then we can go GG. Bring that down. And then you can kind of see how we can build upon it. What is CAD saying? Yep. Such your mum. I just got a message from Gaming in the Can off stream saying my stream is flying. And then our third person goes, so's your mum. Our HR rep's going to have a conversation about that. So the reason why it's disappearing when I go into edit mode is because I've got this option over here on the right enabled. So when I do go into edit mode, it's not going to put on the subdivision modifier. So if we kind of go into like that, and then I click on it, it disappears. That's just kind of one way of working like that. It's great. This is going good. Let's go GG. Oops, GG. Give it some triangles. And so, to me, that is looking great. These here don't work. So we bring that up, bring you up. Let's go GG. And then, yeah, we can just kind of like move around the whole ship, just building it all up. So I'm not going to do that now because that's probably going to be a bit boring for everyone. As I clean it up. Can I throw a camera? Do I have a camera? I don't have a camera. Let's go Aporto. We're going to go into camera, control numpad 0, GG. Let's bring it back. I'm actually going to go jump over into our shop building, just so you guys can see something else that I've been working on. Tonya, yeah, completely agree. I'm just going to be very upset. Stop calling. Have you saved this file? I'm pretty sure I have. However, you've just scared me a little bit. Control S to save. Beautiful. So I'm just going to quickly... So this is a separate thing that we've been working on off stream. I'm just trying to play with some ideas around a bit of a cyberpunk style building. And I was live streaming this in my Discord the other day for a little bit. Nobody came around. I get nervous. But I'm really happy with how this building is turning out. And I've recorded everything as I've gone through. So I think it's going to be a very nice time lapse. But we're just building up the interiors now and then put some more stuff underneath and make it a little bit more a little bit more of a diorama as well. So because obviously out the back here we've got a roller door, but if we come into the building, it's right there. Now I just need a piece with a whole bunch of materials: blue paint, grey paint, metal. Can I just give me something? More than one material. Oh, far out. What I'll do then is I'll go cube. Let's go new material. You donkey, shouldn't have done that. Matte. Dark grey. Matte light grey. Matte metal. Metal. And then I will get a color as well. Matte blue paint. I think should be suffice. Control C. Control V. Let's just bring it over there. So this now has all my materials from the previous blend file, I hope. Sick. Let's go ahead and close this file because we don't need it. Nope, don't save. One thing I found that works really well is when making panels, break up the geometry more by adding greebles spaces and placing things in those spaces. Yes, I completely agree. One thing as well is to have a lot of not boring pieces, but a lot of flat pieces in a way with sporadic areas. So for instance, kind of like in here, this is where we're going to put a bulk of our like pieces, maybe the weapon systems, blah, blah, blah. That's where we're going to be putting all that kind of stuff. And then that way our eyes kind of get drawn to that. I think especially once we animate this hangar bay door and it opens, I think that's going to look great as well. So that looks great. So this has all our materials. So let's go into matte. Let's just go into a light gray for now. We can select everything, deselect you. I'm going to select you, copy material to selected, just so we can kind of see what it's going to semi look like. How about we give it some sky? Okay. What's animate? Oh, that's animated. Let's go into dark. What the hiccupotham? There it is. Let's go into matte dark gray. Copy material to selected. Nice. The ambient occlusion needs to be a lot bigger. What I'm going to do is just add in another bevel. Poopy caca. No, it's too bubbly for my liking. It's bubbling, it's bubbling, it's bubbling in my soul. Singing and dancing. High detail, medium, low detail. Yes, absolutely. Well said, Pyramid. Bro, you're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. So what I wanted to do is come into shading, and I wanted to change the size of the ambient occlusion, because at the moment it's fairly small. Can we increase the size? Only local? No, that's good. Distance? I think we've gone a little bit overboard. What we can do, so we've got black and white. If I change this to kind of like a pinky color, we can see where the ambient occlusion is going to actually sit. We'll throw on a color amp now. And so I'm just going to go shade smooth, please. So technically, if we change this back to black, there we go. We can see it a little bit better. If we go brown, there we go. It's really prominent now, which is nice. Just something super simple like that. Awesome. Delightful, says the Batman. Yes. I find concrete textures are good for spaceships. Completely agree with that. Just kind of like putting a very basic material on it for now. And then once it comes time to texture time, we can go a little bit crazier on that one. But I think this is looking delish. I think we now have a nice shape. And then this is where we can start really hampering in all those little details, start adding in other areas. So for instance, if we were to grab this section, Shift D, let's go something like this, GG, Control L, let's go GZ, E to extrude. Let's go Alt S to scale it out a bit. Let's go like this maybe. Just so we've got a little bit more of a smooth transition. Let's go back into the 3D model. That's not too bad. Let's come in like that. I'm going to put an edge loop through here, Control B. Oops, go into edge loops, Control B. And then we'll go G, whoops, over here. G to the Y. Yeah, and I think that's now going to start adding a little bit of deliciousness to it. So what we could do as well, which is good, we don't have ambient occlusion. We don't have subdivision surface on this. So let's go ahead and see if we can line this up as much as we can. We could go E to extrude along the y-axis, scale Y. And now we kind of have this like area for landing. Scale that up now. I to do an inset. Delete faces. Now I'm going to throw on a solidify modifier rather than like extruding. Put it up here. We'll give that some thickness. Make sure it's on 0. I'm going to get rid of the bevels for now. Let's go something like that. Control B to do a bevel. GG. C. Oh. See that section just made inside of going outward? I would make it an insert and fill it with greebles. Oh, yes. Let's do that because Spooky knows best and we know that. So, what we're saying now is if we kind of grab that, GG, and then we bring it down, scale it in a smidgen. This here is where we can kind of start going a little bit nuts. I feel that this here should be like bevels in a way. But then we've got some yucky engons, which is a little bit frustrating. Maybe that's something we... What is that? Is that shadow? I don't know what that is. And then this is where we can start coming in and creating whatever needs to be done. You know what? Let's just kind of go Control S to save. Just going to bring up the asset browser. If we can get up to 100 likes, I'll give away another 5 copies. So if you're new to the stream, welcome. Like, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. We've already given away 20 copies of... I don't have it open anymore, do I? I do. This one. We've already given away 20 copies. If we can get, like, 20 likes, another 22 likes over on YouTube. I don't know how it works on Twitch. Do you have likes on Twitch? I don't know. But if we do it on YouTube, another 22 likes, we'll go another 5 copies each. Let's go into asset browser, Markham 3D. Let's come into, not decals, into the Kitbashing set. And so this is where we've got a whole bunch of pieces that we can start using the decals. All right, so come up to global. Nope. Up here. Nope. Here to snap to, center, face, face project, align rotation, rotate. And if I go G, this is where we can kind of start adding in a whole bunch of things. I want plates, greeble plates. Yep, perfect. And then we can go like this one. Whoops. G. And that's well below, which is awesome. And so this is that idea that we were talking about earlier around doing fluffs, of having high, medium, and low. Pyramid, you said it best. High detail, medium detail, low detail. So this is going to be our kind of like high detailed space. And then what we'll do is we'll just join this all together later on. And this here is the Scifi textures material that I've created, heavily influenced by TechnoWeave, but still created my own kind of. I suck at texturing, but I did it. I did it for me. Don't use that one. That was too high poly. The other thing we have to remember is how much screen time is this ship actually going to have, if you know what I mean. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go with larger pieces, and then we'll come in and then add in more smaller and smaller pieces to kind of fill in that space. Hello. I like you. I like you too. Hey Marco, have you noticed you met your goal of 270 followers on Twitch? Did I? Sweet. I didn't realize it was a goal. But let's go with that. I'm slowly redusting my Blender skills after a hiatus. Yep. My tutorials helped you out. That's great. I'm glad. I had a bit of a hiatus from making tutorials. I still don't know what to make, to tell you the truth. But it's more just putting things together that I think might be useful. Trying to work out, how do you do a journey of making an animated short film? That's kind of like one of my problems at the moment, because I think that people might enjoy going through the full process of it, but I don't know. So just line it up like that. But this is where, you know, I think just doing live streams is going to help out quite a bit. That's great. Oh yeah, that fits in so good. Let's keep that one. Let me just increase the size of these so we can actually see them a little bit better. Kind of feel that. What are you? Heck yeah. Okay, let's go rotate. Slide you in there. Yeah, but I don't know how to film it. So I just, now it's crunch time and it's like, Marco, pull your finger in and start getting it done. So that's the current goal. Not bad. Let's go into the complex greebles now. Here they are. I knew these existed somewhere. These are the pieces I was looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. Okay, great. What the? Complex greebles. No. Was I here? No. Wait. Yes. Then we can grab that piece. Let's put you about there. I mean, you can see that it's overlapping so much. But I think as well, once we throw in some pipes, is what I'll be saying. I do want to add that. Right, Control E. What the heck is that? Oh, no. Right click, mark sharp. I want that to be sharp. And I want that one to be sharp as well. Mark sharp. Delish. And then this piece here is my favorite piece. Favorite greeble piece that I've ever created, I reckon. What I think this needs to be is, let's Shift D duplicate that. And I reckon it comes out. And we can plop it in here like so. That looks cool. Let's put in some pipes now. I think pipes is what we're missing. So obviously we can't put dangly pipes in because that doesn't make any sense. But if we start throwing in kind of like these pipes in here, is it a bit too messy? Alt R. Knuckwolf. Let's do something like that. That's kind of cool. And then this is where it's going to come in like super handy coming through here. So let's go, whoops, G, hold control, whoop, okay, rotate 90. G, do that. And then we can kind of come in, simple greebles, yeah, these are all the simple ones. So we can start doing stuff like this. And then this is where all this space is going to fill up really, really super nice. And then obviously we can just come in, start rotating these around. We just get the big pieces in to start off with. Rotate ZZ, 180. No, think as messy with the greebles, the more detail, the better. Yes, okay. I will take that. I cannot read that. Have you done a tutorial on how to make greebles? Tutorial on how to make greebles? I don't know. I don't think I have, because, you know, when we start really looking into some of these greebles, that's all it is. Like, it's nothing flash. This one here is obviously a little bit more complex. These greebles here, this is just a pipe. It's more just kind of like playing around with your imagination. The other thing that I've done as well is to use it as a bit of, get stuffed. Rotate ZZ. What? Rotate XX. Have it always as a bit of a modeling exercise. Not modeling, but kind of practicing the hard surface. Building this set kind of made me get back into doing a bit of hard surface modeling. We will take some principles from Star Citizen as well, and in terms of using lighting and all that kind of jazz. Oops. What are you doing? Crud. Rotate, ZZ. YY, XX. What the? No. You jerk. I think the normals are a bit wrong at the moment. So if I click on the top here and we go face orientation, oh, normals are fine. Maybe that piece is stuffed. Beautiful. And Shift N. Shift N. And so, yeah, just kind of like now, it's just all about building up the space. I'll probably do this off stream as well, just because obviously we want to see something a little bit more exciting. But that's going to be the idea, is to fill out this whole space. I think everyone sounds good. 83 likes. Come on, if we get to 100, let's give away a few more. Oh, my legs. A couple of weeks a while back on that. Yeah, actually, thanks. I have done some live streams where I'm just making greebles. That's all it is. Just because sometimes it's just good just to chillax, make some stuff. Torrent supports. Oh, these are good support. Oh, hello, darling. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Oh, delightful. Okay, let's get that one involved. GX. Something like that. And I'm going to take that piece as well. Let's move it in here. Check this out. Meow. GZ. Let's go maybe like here-ish. Ah, come on, struts, get up. I want to see those struts. Oh. If we go, I'm just going to grab all this stuff and we want to make it copy material to selected. Much better. Look at that. Good choice, Spooky. Good choice. Good choice. Oh, one way to do it is take a favorite sci-fi movie or show. Yes, like Endor. Watch that. Oh my goodness, the greebly greaves on that. Am I thinking right? It's like a library of small models you put together. Yes, correct. I don't have any more accounts. I bet in the old days it was bits from model kits. Yeah, exactly. I did see a video of them doing the Millennium Falcon. The greebles on that one, on one of the sets, and they actually had one of the Batmobiles as a greeble piece that they stuck to the bottom of it. I like this. This is good. That's great. And I think as well, we need something in here. Or maybe in here we have like another hangar bay or something. Oh, where's the next hangar bay? Oh, look at that's looking delish. It's almost like, can we put in this piece? Somebody, welcome to the stream. 4GFX, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Rooney evening. Clean topology so far. It is fairly clean. So if you're looking at it, that's not bad. Trying my best to be nice. I don't know what that was. Okay, this is good. I like it. Okay, we don't want it to protrude too much. So let's bring it back. Scale. Come on. Scale. That's a nice piece. So yeah, I think we need to carry this theme through and have something in here. So maybe we do go, oops. We do go something like that. E to extrude, scale, or do we? Scale or X0. Nah, that's too much. Might just have to do that. Scale X0. These faces don't seem flat. Ah, crud. Scale X0, scale X0. I have finished my audiobooks. What's a good audiobook recommendation? Dreadnought, Ferg, welcome. Somebody else just came. Suck. Subjudge, welcome to the stream. Who's your favourite Sip designer? Sid Mead or Chris Voss? What? Chris Voss. I can tell you who are my favorite. I got water on me like a hobo. Instagram. I will share the peeps. Okay, this guy. This guy, far out, he is massive. So Technoweave. Love this guy. His stuff is really great. JC something. JC? No, what is his name? It's not even not JC. I could see. I know what the logo looks like. Has he posted a story? I'm a fan of this guy. He's pretty cool as well. Coming back. Techno made me want to uninstall Blender. I know, right? I know, what a jerk. He's one of those people, you know, if you ever meet, you just want to go, just so good. I'm just going through my Instagram stories because I know what the icon looks like. But he hasn't posted anything for a while. No, not Wahoo. How do I check? If I come into Nyar post. Oh, by the way, I am on Instagram as well. So if you want to go follow me, posting some of the renders. This is what we did last week on the stream. Kind of building up this scene. What else have we done? And then this is one of the shorts that we created. And then when we were building the spaceship, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, back to, I'm trying to find this one last person who I absolutely hate. People that make you want to uninstall. Where is it? Is it you? Nope. Oh, actually, this guy's pretty cool. I hate this guy as well. That should be enough for now. Control V. Control V. Control V. Oh, I pressed the slow button. There we go. All right. So if we come back in, what have we got? 53 people there. 29 people on Twitch. Oh my goodness. What a stream. Let's now go ahead and fill in this space as well. Oh, that's why. Okay. So we're just going to fill in a little bit of this. Let's go like that. That looks good. That's actually a really nice piece. I really like that there. Vents. We haven't really put any vents in anywhere. So maybe we could start filling that in. So if we come in like so, rotate X, rotate Y, 180. Undo. Maybe we do something like this. Now I'm obviously going to have to mirror modify, join everything and then mirror modify it, which is okay. We can do that a little bit later. I probably should have separated everything, but that's fine. And then let's kind of just start, putting in all these pieces. And so we'll get in the big pieces first. And then once they're in, come on, you turd. Once they're all in, then we can go ahead and start adding a bit more and more to it. Fat fingers. We've got our doors. We've got our engines, landing gears. We'll probably put in some pipes through here. We'll probably draw on the pipes. I think will be better. For audio Blitz is about how the Germans in World War II were absolutely wide all the time. Interesting. What other ones? Reading Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Mysteries. Oh, okay. I did try and read Lord of the Rings one time. Actually, I'll show you my audio books list so far so you guys can understand. Library, your audio books. Yeah, so reading this one at the moment, I'm like, Writer's Guide, Recursion, these two by Blake Crouch. Oh my goodness, what a recommendation. Read those puppies. That got boring. I'm undecided about He Who Fights with Monsters. I'm undecided how I feel about that. Brandon Sanderson, I am thinking maybe doing the first series now. Onyx Storm. I'm not reading book 4 when that comes out. We Are Legion was not too bad. And then Patrick Rothfuss released the next book, dude. Anyway, so that's kind of like a taste of everything that I've read. 11 more likes and we'll get to do another giveaway. Okay, let's kind of now start adding in. Come on, Marco, pull your socks up. Yes, okay, I will. Do it. All right, chill out. Let's go, actually, let's dump in some engines. right, oops, rotate Z. Do we just slap that on the end there? Yes, that might actually work. Shift S cursor. Oh, ploppers. Let's go Shift S like that. Shift S, selection to cursor. Beautiful. And then we can go pull that out. Scale it down. What does that look like now? Let's go into the grey. Dark grey. Oops. User, Control L. You should have been engines. Assign. And then we've got that. Let's kind of like rotate the sun a bit. No, I don't think that works. Let's go down into, what about you? Nah, not that one. Laddie. What about you? Let's go with that one. Alt R, rotate X minus 90. What is that? Ah, it's a plane. Let's go something like this. Build that around. G to the Y, we'll pull that out. And then this is obviously where we can come in, start slapping on more greebles and such, so it's all more connected. We'll go into dark grey. Then we can come in and go into lights, engine lights, tab into edit mode, select everything we need to. There we go. I'm going to grab all these little puppies. Puppies. Control numpad plus. Nope, don't do that. And assign. I think you. Can we make you bigger? Assign. You. Assign. Oh, that's chunky. Dude, you need to get some of this on Fab. It is on Fab. The whole set is on Fab. Am I not signed in? Get stuffed. Oh, yeah. Markham 3D. Can't spell my name. 3D. 480. Yeah, it's there. Control V. Whoops. There's the link if you want to go buy it on Fab. Is there an Expanse audiobook? Oh, I don't know. Non-sci-fi. Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to work out what's the next book, what's the next like thing. Okay, let's just quickly put that as a mirror modifier. Generate mirror, 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 mirror. And then we make this bit the mirror area. Oof. It's looking delish. Delish. Let's go grey, matte dark grey. Really liking that. The sun's hitting that so nice. Let's kind of carry on and build this section up. Let's come back into the complex greebles. And then this is all the stuff that's build up. Yeah, perfect. If anyone's got any questions, post them in chat. Happy to answer stuff. Not going anywhere for a little bit, which is good. Whoops, just a little bit. There we go. I'll push that up as much as we can. Nice. The problem is I need something that'll bend around. Ooh, can you bend around? Rotate. What? Oop, that's not bad. Just Just need to kind of hide that in there. What else do we have? What about you? Can you do anything? That's great. Oh, delicious. Delicious. Mwah. I've got those coverings. I completely forgot about them. Cockpits we don't need. These are body things. Antennas. So with the antennas, obviously, once we start coming in closer, this is where we can start putting in stuff like that. This is really random. Really random antennas. And that'll kind of break up that section. This is good. We need something in there. Let's get that maybe protruding out from it. Rotate ZZ, 90. Rotate ZZ, 180. That's interesting. How much would you price 100 low poly handheld weapons on Fab for? Are they game ready? I would be having a look what kind of quality you have comparatively and go like that. I helped my neighbor this morning and she said to me, I could marry you. I couldn't believe it. You do something nice for someone and then they threaten to ruin your life in return. Oh my goodness. Copy. No, I'm not banning him. That is great. That is great. Mark, why are you here? And Night Cow, why you guys are still here? Let's go through my list. Where are we? Exceptional dad jokes. The girl next door called me to say, come over. No one is home. So I went over. Nobody was home. It's so stupid. My wife has insisted that I take up boxing and call her Adrian. I think we're going through a bit of a rocky patch. If I have 8 apples in my left hand and 10 apples in my right hand, what do I have? Big hands. How does Darth Vader like his steak? Well done, 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 done. What do dentists call X-rays? Toothpicks. I put some water on a duck. He didn't care. Oh, I like that one. Anyway, there we go. That's comedy gold right there. Oh my goodness. For those of you who are new to the stream, well, you're welcome. This is what happens. How many likes we're on? We're at 92. If we can get up to 100, let's give away some more Kitbashing sets. All right, let's keep going. Whoa, geez, settle down, mate. I do have a Discord server as well. There is a link somewhere down below. Big hands is funny, correct. I'm a fan of that one. Body, cockpit, no. Complex greebles. Spooky, how you feeling about this? I just want to quickly grab all those pieces. Copy to selected. That is looking great. And H, and then we've got our ship in there. Oh, best part of the week. That's looking good. And I think once we get through all the if we go blue paint, I think that sun's a bit too strong, so we're going to go into film, and if we go 0.1, yeah, that's now dark grey, which is no good. 0.25, so the blue's too bright. What else? Yeah, what the heck is that? What is that? Brother. Can we make this dark blue for now? Bit of a yuck color, I know. Coming along. Good. I'm glad. I've got your blessing. I'm assuming I got your blessing. Where does Napoleon keep his armies? Up his sleeves. Classic. Like we've said before, favourite jokes are what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Let's shift D on that one. Let's go into add modify, generate, solidify, modify. 0.1. And then we can come in, we can start slicing and dicing all this. So if we go something like that. Beautiful. I'm just going to go Control B, 0.1, delete faces. And then we can start shaping all this. So I'm just going to do a little bit of paneling on this now. Let's go Control B, 0.1, delete faces. Control B, 0.1, delete faces. And then we might put an edge loop here. Control B, 0.1, delete faces. Ah, poor big gaga. Oh, geez, that's bad. I don't like that at all. Okay, let's not do that one there. Where doth thy problem iseth? Let's maybe go here and here. Control B, 0.01, delete faces. Let's do an edge loop through here. Control B, 0.01, delete faces. And then we've got this yuck problem. Now, the reason why this is happening is because it sucks. No, is because it's not a square, but it's more of a triangle at the moment in this piece. So what we might do, let's undo that. And I'm actually going to go delete edge loop. I'm going to go here, here to here. I'm going to press J. What? What? No way. There we go. J. So now that's cut in a specific way. Hide. Hide. Here to here. J. Alt H. So now, technically, if I were to go knife tool, and then we did it here, enter. I'm hoping if I do a Control B now, delete faces, it'll be good. Yay, there we go. So we kind of, that, because it's a square, it doesn't know sometimes which way to bend, but because now we've forced it to be a triangle, it knows how to bend. Don't forget the small layer of panels on larger players. Yes. And that's kind of like what we were doing here. But I'll probably end up doing that off stream. But I think, yeah, I completely agree. And that's where it's going to be kind of like overlapping materials and such. Who made that film? Carl Poser. He's pretty good at what he does as well. He focuses a lot more on DreamUV, which I haven't touched for a while. But it was really cool because I built some asset packs for DreamUV, which is a free Blender add-on. And that's where TechnoWeave said, yeah, I tried to do it. Uh-oh. He tried my methods, which is awesome. I'm glad. Nothing came of it, but still. I'm like, cool, sweet. He knows my name. Oh. Wow. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. I feel that if we do a control... actually, scale Y0. It's not going to work too well, but we'll do that anyway. Control B, 0.1, delete faces. And then we can cut through there. Control B, point 1, delete faces. That is, oh my goodness, this is looking so good. Point 1, delete faces. Let's go into like render mode. Oh my god. Oh, so good. So good. My cross-eyed wife and I just got divorced. We didn't see eye to eye, and I also found out she was seeing somebody else. Yes. What's the difference between on time and on the clock? One gets you praise, the other one gets you paid. Yeah. That's like me having one of those, my favorite Star Wars YouTubers finding my Gonk Army video. Yes. Oh, EC. 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 It's EC. It's EC. EC. Search EC. EC Henry. There we go. That's who I was thinking about earlier. What color is the wind? Blue. Nice. Did you see the VO3 jokes video? No. I don't know. But yeah, this guy does some pretty cool stuff. Did he steal your gonks? No. Anyway. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's smash this puppy up. So, I'm really happy with that. Thank you, Christopher, if you're here. Greenwell. Okay, so we now need to start building up this central area and also that. The other thing as well, I need to close this up, and I think we might just be super lazy for now. Actually, let's get rid of the panels. Hide. Oh. Shut up, you're tired. And we'll swing that all the way across. I'm going to put a few edge loops. Control F, grid fill. I hate you. Let's do that. It goes to there. F. Control F, grid fill. What? F. Ploppers. F. Control F, grid fill. Get stuffed. Let's not do that. Let's go U, delete edge loop. Control F, grid fill. Yeah. GG. GG. Move U over. I'm just trying to get a little bit better topology, because we know how good I am at topology. Let's go Shift. Oops. Shift S, cursor selected. Scale. Whoops. Come up to the top here. Nope. Scale X 0. Hang on. Is that top bit? Yes, it is. Shift S, cursor selected. Scale X 0. Poopy. Scale X 0. Shift S, cursor selected. Scale X 0. Shift S, cursor. It's almost midnight. Shush. Shush, shushies. That is not right. So let's go delete face. Delete face. E to extrude along the x-axis. GX. Then we can go like this. Face. 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 Hey, what the? GG. GG. F, F, F. Perfect. Let's bring that down there a little bit. Just hide my mess. Awesome. And we're almost here. Scale x0, gx. Perfection. Look at that. So that's now closed up. We can duplicate that down. Awesome. Diarrhea has claimed me. Stroke. Lovely. There we go, Chris. Beautiful. Enjoy the massive library of stuff on Patreon. Let me know what you think. And if there's any tutorials you want me to make, just leave a comment somewhere. I will get to it. And we'll make some tutorials if you have any questions about stuff. As you're perusing, what do you actually think of the library that I've got there? I think it's fairly well stocked, but I'm biased. But I'd love to... Okay, hang on. Go away. You. Hide. 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 Let's just kind of just fix this up now. Von. Scale x0. Let's do that. I'm just kind of quickly going to line this up. There we go. And one more. Okay, so, cheese and whiskers. Can I go F, 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 F? Okay, so I need to add in one more edge loop. There we go. F, 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 F. What? F, F. Perfect. Look at that. I think it's a hell of a deal. Awesome. I'm glad. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I'm just trying to make the best stuff possible. 23 reels on Twitch, that's pretty good. And learning from your ways of doing things. Yeah, everyone's got their own different style. Down to 44. I mean, pretty chuffed. It's been a great night of streaming. Let's carry on. Now, should this be... I reckon this maybe should be vents here. I don't think it should be... Yeah, I reckon it should be some big get stuffed vents. Shift D, F, P, separate by selection. Let's go like so. What the? Merge by distance. Whoops. GG. GG. Select all, merge by distance. Are there any soccer peeps in here? Out of curiosity. Or even sports parents in general. Or coaches. Nah, coaches. Let's go coaches. The reason why I'm asking that is there's a thing called the Xbox that is being promoted left, right, and center on Stalkbook. Thinking of picking it up, but I'm just out of curiosity. I wonder if anyone else has used it. Let's go to 0.05. And we've got some nice vents coming through there. Oh, yes. Some mornings I wake up cranky. Then there are some mornings where I leave asleep. Gosh, that is so good. Oh man, I can't say that one at work. I'll get shot. That's so good. Oh, this is so good. Look, oh my goodness. Okay, Marco, focus. That is good, Mark. Love it. Let's come in. Let's focus on this. Okay, come on. Put your socks up. Okay, there are. I'm not wearing any socks. Shut up. Not everyone needs to know. Let's grab that. Actually, I wonder, what are the off chances that I have a cockpit that I could probably use? I mean, we've got this kind of like big get stuffed bridge. Let's make that X0. So, I mean, technically, we've got this. I mean, that's actually not bad. That actually fits really well. Let's just go delete. Oh. Okay, so that... Hang on, why is this not to scale? Is this to scale? That's not to scale. 0. Whoops. 1, 1, 1. There we go. Grab that. Let's get these 3 pieces so we can move it over to here. Oh. This is actually, you know what? I might even later on, if I can get this looking super nice, maybe I might even get it into VR and just see what it's like. Okay, let's grab that. I'm going to get E to extrude. I think it needs to be moved back. And down. Definitely hungry now. And then GY. I did like what we had earlier. Let's go delete faces. Control F grid fill. That'll do. Control F grid fill. Rotate that around. Nice. I did like having chicken burger. Something like that. And then we went like so. Something like that. I reckon that looks great. Obviously, we're going to have to clean this up a bit. I mean, needs to have almost like a section in here. E to extrude, scale Z0. Something like this. Merge last. And then we'll do the same here. Merge last. And then this is where we could probably put in a whole bunch of sensors. Umad, welcome to the stream. Oh. And then we can probably put in some sort of piece like this. Wake up cranky. Classic. And then we could probably come in, let's add in, we've got complex decals. I think we could probably put in, ooh, hello. I think you would look schmick. 0 scale. Something like that, maybe. How we feel about that? Ugh. Ambient occlusion is a little bit too much. Should be fine. Copy material to selected. No! Copy material to selected. You become gray. Yeah, okay, the dirt is a little bit too big. Hey, what the? What's this thing? No. You become dark gray as well. Let's refine that ambient occlusion a little bit so it's not so thick. So let's just make this pink again. And we can just see how big that ambient occlusion is. So I think it's a bit too big. Let's bring it back the distance to 1 maybe. And let's go back into brown. A little bit cleaner. I need to go to a tutorial on how to use Asset tab in Blender. Every time it is a mess. I have like a 1-minute video, 30 seconds, I think. It is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What did Mark Rober do? I spent 5 million so you can go to space for free. Sure, mate. Assets. Create your own. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I'm just going to get you this. Copy, copy. And if we come back into here, Control V, Control V. Okay, that is looking delish. Really like this. This is great. Maybe I might change this just for now to the light grey, which is white for some reason. I don't know what that's about, champ. Why is it white? Whoa. That's so bizarre. What do we got? Nothing. Okay. That's looking pretty good though. So we've got this section. That is looking delish from all the way back here now. So if we actually look at it from afar off, we can clearly see that is the cockpit there. Once we come into night texture and we go down to like -5, it's pitch black, which is okay. Let's kind of come in now. Shift S cursor to selected. Now we can kind of start coming in. Maybe we'll throw some lights in there. Is that a spotlight? Area light. Awesome. G to the Y. Perfectamundo. 500. That's pretty cool. And then what we'll do as well is we'll put lights all through here as well. Even if we have a look at some of the previous models where I've started incorporating a lot more lights and such. So if we open up this one, because I love it. I'm almost done animating my creature. Nice. This is where I've started incorporating a lot more lighting. So if we actually went to the world and we went to something like -5, you can see how the lights are working a lot better. Still plenty more to go, but add an extension I use for organizing still bulk assets. Yeah, okay. You can organize once your library starts getting pretty big. Yeah, and mine's starting to get pretty big as well. I actually haven't transferred everything across from the old computer yet. But anyway, we'll get there. I'm really happy with this. Are you guys happy with this? We still have plenty of people playing around. In total, we've got 43 here. We've got 20 on Twitch. For those of you on Twitch, give us a follow, eh? Hey? Fair suck of the Sav. I don't know what that is. No pipes. Yeah, let's focus a little bit more. So we've done that. This piece here needs a little bit of effort. What are we going to do here? I think we could almost grab that and go GG. I don't like that. View. Maybe we can. What if we grab one of our engines? And rather than actually just putting the engines visible, what is that? Nah, not that one. Not that one. What about this one? Probably would have to clean this up a bit. But what if? Hey, oh, here we go. I mean, she'll be right. 10. He's blending into the shape. Yep, completely agree. I gotta clean that up. Oh, look at those engons. Laddie. Poopy caca. That's going to be annoying to clean up, but we'll clean that up. That is looking delish. So I'm going to continue that idea on. I haven't really used covers. But let's continue on. Let's continue on this path now. Right, complex greebles. I kind of want to use this one a little bit more. Rotate ZZ, 90. Scale XX minus 1. That one's right there. It's not going to work with that. So get rid of that one. Let's bring in this one. That's not what I'm after. What about this one? Not what I'm after. What about... Ooh, actually, no, that might work. Having a stroke. Okay, yeah, let's grab that. And then grab these. Get stuffs. Get suck a lemon. Actually, no, F. And F. Because then when we go E to extrude, we can shift right click like right there. Up into the spin tool. Spin that puppy around. And then shift right click and we can plop that one. Something like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. I do still think that, come on, get in there, you silly thing. I feel that we need something through here. Art makes a scene. Hey, how you doing? Tube in the cockpit. Look at that. There's a name I haven't seen in yonks. Okay. What else? Come back. Yeah, Twitch people. Where'd you guys come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Joe. Beautiful Dreadnought. It is pimp nizzling along is probably the best answer on that one. Alt R, Alt G. No, don't go Alt G. Control Z. I'm just having a look. What? How does... Oh. Rotate X. Oh. Look at your likes on YouTube. 103. Ah, far out. All right, let's go. Let's give away some Kitbashing sets. Is that it? Okay. So, we'll do 5 on what's his face? We will do 5 on Thingamabob. 5 on Twitch and then 5 on YouTube. So let's go like that. Copy link. Control V. Enter. Let's make sure that's 100% off. 100% off. Beautiful. Also, if you pick it up for free, can you just give it like 5 stars as well? Control 5. There we go. So there's the 5 free copies on YouTube. Let's now quickly jump over to another one. Duplicate again. Refresh. And we'll do another 5, add discount, copy that link, and then we put it into here. Control V, enter, correct, it's 100 off, and then, whoop, I did something, Control V. There we go. If you want, you can get some downloads off there. What do we got? What do we got? That failed artist, welcome to the stream. Give it some like, people. Who else we had just come through? Hapto May, welcome to the stream. From France, Australia. Hey, yow, mate. Beautiful. Thank you for giving me a good rating on that one as well. And someone else gave me a good rating. Awesome. Perfect. Who gave me a good rating? Silent Service. Thank you. And Amarum. Thank you. Oh my goodness, we haven't even touched the underbottom yet. Oh, who else is that? And Mark, thank you very much. Much appreciated. This is great. I love this now. I think that's great. It's splitting up. Far out. I'm excited about this. Sandy the Hippie, he is still live at the moment. Who's Sandy the Hippie? Who's that? Oh, no. Oh, there. Hey, Sandy. Confuse me. No. I'm still here. I still exist. I know, but we're balls deep now. We are so deep. What's the time? It's almost midnight. This has probably been one of the longest streams for a long time. 2.5 hours, which is great. All right, the next 150 likes. We'll go away another 5. Go another 5 things. So far at the moment, technically, if anyone's keeping track, 15 sets on YouTube, 15 sets on Twitch, which is a total of 30 sets. 30 times 5, or times 50 is 1,500. Technically, off this stream, we've given away $1,500 worth of stuff. Even though I made the price up, still did it. We're etching closer to the 100,000 mark. Actually, out of curiosity, where are we on the 100,000 mark? 93,438. I think we've had a big intake of subscribers. So if you're new, like and subscribe. Got a question. Just started with scenery for. I have no idea what that is. Mark, it's the PM. Where you at? What? It's the Prime Minister. Cheap at half the price. Oh, gosh. All right, let's continue on. Okay, I like this. I like all these panels. And definitely, like, if we jump back into ArtStation, go back into... can I just do Hanzo? A? Ansel? Really? You're going to make me search again, you jerkosaurus? Star Destroyer. In capitals. So if you look at this one, you can see how they've got very big panels that they've split it all up, and then they've come in and put smaller panels on top, and it's kind of like that whole mixture. Oh, my legs. It's not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. Asymmetrical, is that the right term? I think it is. And so I think that's where kind of like getting a lot will come out. I noticed the greeble generator on Daz Outlet Store. Yeah, I mean, I've got random flow and all that. I just don't have it installed yet on this machine. But that will be the idea, I think, maybe. Because, I mean, we've got like Mark Kingsnorth's greeble generator as well that we could be using. So, if we did... you're meant to be a dark grey. Dark grey. And then this is where we can kind of start coming in and adding in all those extra little pieces. So we've got the big panels that'll come down to the little panels. And then we've got the little greebles that kind of like sit on top. That's where it's delish. I like big panels. Look, I like some good panels. I like some big panels, but I mainly prefer small panels. Not really into the big panels. More the small ones. You know, they're in the right place. They're firm. Those are the panels that I like. Oh my goodness. Clicked on the wrong button. Disabled. What? Disabled? Oh, disabled American veteran. Welcome to the stream. I am on Twitch as well. I'm going to probably try a fortnight of not playing Fortnite. Probably a fortnight of a few more streams and see how that goes. Because if I do a stream, that means I don't actually have to make a video. Because I'm running out of ideas. Smaller and tight, yes, absolutely. See how they're close to the surface. Those are the ones that I prefer. Oh boy, I'm getting shot. Okay, let's keep going. All right, let's just start reorganizing this. Oh, you donkey. Anyway, so love this, how it's kind of like all coming together. The biggest challenge is obviously going to be putting decals along the ship, markings and so on and so forth. I did create a video Friday night about it, but it's still not the best solution. I'd rather a better solution, but I don't see that happening. You know what? Heck yeah. No, give me 200. So if we do this, and I want a blue, -5. Oh, look at that. I think this is going to be great once we start putting all the lights on the ship and so on and so forth. The certain glows and blah, blah, blah. I think that's when it'll really pop. But for now, this back end is looking amazing. I'm just going to change this to the grey. I'm getting parched and tired. See, we don't really see it as much as I would like, but still, I think it's great. Dejan incoming. What? At your age, anything firm is good. Correct. At my age, anything firm is miracle. Gosh. Walking away. I'm not copping flack for this one. Okay, let's continue on. Like that. I love the panels. This as well, what we could do is we can always do my favorite things. If we do like Control B, and then we come in, we know that a lot of the Star Wars-esque ships do have this like little inset cut. However, theirs are a lot smaller, like almost like this, and then super small. But this is, yeah, I mean, it's all preference really on that. What the heck is that? Knife tool. Enter. Can I do a Control B and not cause problems for myself? So far, so good. Let's do another Control B. GG. GG. Nice. Look at that deliciousness. Deliciousness. Oh, man. See, normally I've like drank mother by now. But I'm like, no, Marco, chill out on the mother. Like, just have a breather for a sec. Now, something. Because I don't drink coffee. Coffee is absolutely disgusting. Coffee is dirty bean water. There you go. I said it. It is dirty, hot bean water. Try and change my mind. And tea is hot leaf water. That's all it is. Please don't unsubscribe. Oh, that is gorgeous. And we'll keep this space empty because we're so busy here and up here. Actually, I do want to grab... Do I have panels on this piece yet? Nope. Alt-H. Do I have panels on this piece yet? Nope. Alt-H. Cool. Let's now go ahead, duplicate that piece. We're going to add in our solidify modifier on that. 0.1. And then we can come in and start doing a little bit. 0.1, delete faces. Even thickness, please. And... I don't know. Let's do another edge loop around here. Control B, 0.1, delete faces. Let's do an edge loop here. Control B, 0.1, delete faces. Funny thing is, well, as I work in IT, so... Do I work in IT? Not anymore, actually. I got out of IT. Coffee rules. 9! My wife has left me because of my obsession with pasta. I'm feeling cannoli right now. Cannoli? Yeah. Yeah, I'll approve that one. What was the other one? My wife left me because of my obsession with Star Wars. It's treason then? No, that's not the one. I can't remember that one. It'll come to me. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right. That's what I wanted to do down here. Now I remember. Whoa. Feeling the pinch. Okay, let's have a look. Keep going. I'm going to put an edge loop through there. Edge loop here. Control B. Still could go that chicken burger. Fuck, this is looking good. Kind of lonely. Kind of lonely. Kind of lonely. Yeah, I was close. How do you go at starting something like this? Sorry, Anki, back to you. Well, started off with a picture. If you actually go back and watch the start of the stream, you actually see how I've gone through the blocking process to get to where we are. Funny enough, I thought I was going to be working a lot more on this, but this back end has taken all my attention. It's just so fun. I mean, it's quite nice. It works well. Oh, gosh. Anywho, Marge. Let's kind of continue on. I just want to do a little bit more in here. I have a feeling that we could probably put something really big on the end here. Maybe it's time for this piece. Let's go into solid mode, please. Oh. Oh. Yes, look at that. That is working well. I'm going to just put on the mirror modifier on that one now. And our mirror modifier is... Ah, crud. I don't know what the mirror modifier is. So I normally always pick one piece to be the mirror modifier. Oh, let's just go that central bit. Cube 41. How's that looking? It's not looking too bad. What about you? Alt R. Let's go into 0. Rotate Z. Rotate Z to 180. Is the back end going to look too busy? I think we're going to be okay with this one. Oops. Okay, just trying to find delicious piece like that. We'll throw you there, copy to selected. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. Let's go, maybe you need to sit here. Okay. Need to kind of like cover up this corner a little bit. I don't want to put one of them on. We haven't edited pipes as much as I thought we would have. And that's kind of like we could, you know, just dump this one in here. Where are you going to sit? Actually, that's not bad. Perfect. Let's leave it at that. We need something kind of like coming through here. Pods. Oh, yeah. I remember these pieces. Probably just slide that one into there. Gonna attempt to reboot. I just mirrored my current hard drive. Sweet. 100% productivity today. Yes, technically, it is the next day because it's 1:15. Where are the bay doors? The bay doors are these giant get stuff doors, and that's where the ship is. Okay, so that's just kind of the scale. So for those of you who have been with the channel for a while would know that little bit there. This is what we were working on a couple of days ago, weeks. I was going to make this another door in here. And then if we need scale for people, where's the guy? Where is he? There he is. That's our chap in there. So really just showcasing the scale of this thing. Sort of between paydays, but students need their MacBook, correct? Correctamundo. What? Ah, yeah. Alt H. Okay, so I like that there. These are all cargo containers, so we will probably have to remake them because I have to model the interior of this ship as well. Not this interior, but this interior in here, because there's a bit of a scene that'll happen in here. So we'll have to kind of work out how to block that off, and also, yeah, how the doors actually open in a way. So I'm going to have to animate them, but that is going to be a future Marco problem. For now, let's just focus on getting this done. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Come on, Marco. You can do this. GZZ. Bring it down. Nice. Delish. Awesome. Copy material. Oop. Not you. You. Copy material to selected. I mean, gorgeous. We were running on external till payday. Yeah, right. Ugh. Yuck. Brother, what's that? That was a little bit loud. Hopefully I didn't make up my wife. Okay, great, great, great. I like this. This is working really well. Yeah, the panel's probably going to take a little bit. Filling in this space. Are we missing stuff in here is the question. I don't think we are. But maybe joining this section in here, we're missing a bit. So let's go ahead and maybe just fill in that space. Ooh, that's suave. Some like nice potteroonies in there. That looks kind of cool. Let's see if we can get it to a point where, yep, perfect. I like that. I reckon we throw this one in here. Rotate Y, 180. Nice. It's kind of like a bit of a tension rod or something. Maybe if we pull it out a bit. Whoops, scale on the y-axis. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. And then from here, maybe what does this piece look like? Yep, pull that down. Oh, I mean, that's looking good. What else could we do? I don't think we... Rotate ZZ, 90 minus GY. GX. What do you reckon? Does it look good? Not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty freaking proud of all this stuff. Sure, we're only dumping kitbashing stuff, but at the end of the day, sick. Okay. You. Yo. Like that. Copy to selected. Far out. I like it. We've almost had 1,000 people come through the stream tonight. What an absolute achievement. I am very happy with that. Not going to continue on the paneling just now. We'll carry that on a little bit later. Just because, yeah, see, this is where we can kind of come in and put in some like micro greebles and such. And that'll just add a bit more simple greebles, yeah. Doesn't have to be extravagant. G to the Z, bring it down. It's all it has to be. I say, aye. Feeling the pinch, not gonna lie. Oh, vents. Vents. And we haven't done any vents on here yet. Come on, get on there. That is looking amazing. And then we'll throw another vent on. Delish, period key, XX. And then that's now just kind of like adding to that extra bits and pieces. Copy material to selected. And then, yeah, it's going to be nice once we, yay, 1,000, whoop, whoop. So, we can see that's how many people we've had coming along. How awesome is that? Can I click on here as well? Nope. Uh-oh. I did something. Oh, I'm going to leave that alone. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well. 1,000 people. 1,001 now, with an average view time of 9 minutes. My question is, ads been playing? I'm gonna lie. I hope they have been, because the channel's not doing well. Okay, let's go. Continue on. Come on, Marco. Come on, focus. Let's go. See if we can go another 20 minutes. All right. I want to grab some pipes. I think we need some pipes coming through here as well. So we've come into the pipes. I like this set. There's two sets. Two sets that I like. We've got that one there. And then we might throw in these ones as well. Does that actually go into the vents? I think that's okay. Beautiful. Might even just push it down a smidgen. Good. Copy materials to selected. And so we're obviously going to have to like bring them across to the other side, which is fine. I'm going to come down into here and start work back on this area. See if we can start linking all these pieces. Oops. Oh, where's my chat gone? There it is. Come back. Wow, it's becoming beautiful. It always was beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, it actually is. Pretty. I'm very chuffed on how this turned out. Did have a bit of an idea how I wanted it to look. And yeah, I'm just kind of very happy that it's just working itself out. G to the X. Beautiful. That is great. Let's kind of keep going with this. No, I don't like that piece. Come on. Like that. Awesome. Brilliant. What else we got? I don't want to put in too complex stuff. That's a good piece. Awesome, brilliant. These pieces here were from some original, like these pieces here are Death Star tiles that I created many, many years ago. And so they were meant to be sitting on. Yeah, like which is pretty much a representation of the Death Star. Cool, 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 cool. What else we got? Oh, hello, darlings. How are you? Good, thank you. Oh, lovely. Lose my voice. This is great. Oh. Rotate ZZ. Why? Why, Delilah? And then we do this. Hold control. Snap that in place. Let's bring that one in. I don't like your attitude, mate. Yes, greeble pieces give me attitude. I need something like with a gentle curve. Are these turrets? Yes, okay. I remember these pieces now. I need to make some better guns, is all I know. You. Rotate. Why? G to the Z. Shift D. And then that'll slot in like so. Lovely. What are we looking at now? Nice. Definitely some more pieces need to be kind of like coming into here. Let's go like that. Oops, oh. These engines aren't selected, please. Nope. Copy material to selected. And then, yeah, you can really see how all those pieces now just come together. Just post the animation. Nice. I don't think it's creepy enough. I have to try and have a look. Poly count, we're at 1.2 million vertices. But in saying that, we do have this ship in here, which is 400,000. And then we also have Kevin in here as well, which is this guy. He's 112, he's 50,000. So what's that? 800,000? Yeah. All right. I'm going to call it a night. It is 12:30. I am very grateful for each and every one of you that came along tonight. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Leave comments, places. I pretty much read every comment. Don't respond all the time. But let me know what tutorials you want to know. What do you want me to make? Blah, blah, blah. And let's go from there. Oh, I'm tired. For those of you who've been playing Oblivion like I. Yeah, cool. Let's call it a night. Thank you very much, guys. And, you know what? No. I'm going to jump on Discord for like 5-10 minutes. So let me get a link to the chat. Invite people, copy, close. I will be on my Discord chat. So if you want to have a chat,